He had no rich family, no powerful title, no servants. This man is unlike anyone I have seen ever. He doesn't look at women. He never raises his voice. Khadija was touched not because of his money, but because of his soul, character. Khadija was 40 years old. Muhammad, peace be upon him, was about 25. He didn't say yes immediately. He went to his uncle Abu Talib and asked for advice. Abu Talib said, Khadija is noble. She is pure. She has chosen your character. If you agree, I will agree the marriage. And so it happened. They were married in a simple, beautiful ceremony. No show, no noise, no pride, just love, respect, and purity. This was not just a marriage, it was a partnership, a friendship, a shelter for two noble souls in a world full of cruelty. They lived together with love, with laughter, with pain, with patience, and they stayed loyal to each other for 25 years. She believed in me when no one else did. That is real love. Now Muhammad, peace be upon him, asking one who created everything, where is there the truth? He had no teacher, no books, no priest, but he had a heart that was pure and mind that never accepted evil. Muhammad, peace be upon him, was afraid. He replied, I cannot read. Again the boy said, read. He replied, he repeated, I cannot read.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to this story. Not just any story, but the story of the most powerful, most influential, and most respected man in the history of the world. This is not fairy tale. This is not fiction. This is the real story of a man who was born an orphan, lived in silence, walked alone, was left and hated, attacked, but changed the entire world forever, with nothing in his hand but the thought. This is the story of a man who had no wealth, no army, no media, no government, and yet he conquered hearts, not lands. He found ignorance, not people. He defeated darkness, not with violence, but with patience, kindness, and character. His name is spoken more than any other name on earth. His words are followed by billions. And even today, more than 1400 years later, his merchants still shines in every corner of the planet. This is the story of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But this story is not just about religion, it's a story of struggle, pain, rejection, betrayal, and victory. It is about how one man changed the world with love, truth, and never giving up, even when the whole world was against him. If you listen until the end, you will feel stronger, you will feel more peaceful, and you will learn powerful lessons that can change your own life, no matter who you are and where you come from. And yes, as you listen, you will also improve your English, because this story is told in simple words, perfect for English learners. So you are not just listening to a powerful story, you are also learning to express yourself, speak with power, and grow your language just by feeling every word. So take a deep breath, sit with an open heart, and prepare to witness the greatest story, the birth of a light in the darkest time. Let us go back. Not 10 years, not 100, but more than 1400 years ago. The world at that time was not peaceful, it was not beautiful, it was full of darkness. People were worshipping idols made of stone or even dates, and then eating them when hungry. A baby was born in the holy city of Mecca on Monday morning in the month of Rabiul Awwal. His name was Muhammad ibn Abdullah, but he didn't open his eyes to a loving father, because his father Abdullah had already died before he was born. Yes, He was born an orphan. His mother Amina was heartbroken but strong. For the first few years, the baby Muhammad, peace be upon him, was raised him the day just by a kind woman named Halima. As was the tradition Arab culture to build a strong language and health in clean desert air. Halima's life changed forever when Muhammad, peace be upon him, came into her home. Her goats gave more milk, her animals became stronger, her house felt blessed. She later said, "We never saw blessings like the ones we received with this child." But soon he returned to his mother Amina. She loved him deeply. But when he was just 6 years old, his mother took him a journey to visit his father Gibbs. And on the way back, she fell ill in a village called Abwa, for from whom Amina died. And little Muhammad, peace be upon him, was left completely alone in the world. He was just 6 years, no father, no mother, only pain, only silence. But he didn't complain. He didn't cry to the world. He just walked quietly with dignity, carrying a sadness that no child should carry. After his mother's death, Muhammad, peace be upon him, was taken in by his grandfather Abdul Muttalib, the respected leader of Mecca. But only 2 years later, his grandfather also died. Now just 8 years old, he was passed to his uncle Abu Talib, a kind but poor man who had many children of his own, but loved Muhammad, peace be upon him, more than all. Abu Talib raised him like a son. He protected him, taught him, and stood by him always. Even as a child, Muhammad, peace be upon him, was different. He never lied. He never shouted. He never hurt others. He helped the poor. He cleaned his own clothes. He shared everything he had. People around him start calling him Alamin, which means the trustworthy man. He was known for honesty, kindness, humanity, and silence. He worked as a shepherd, taking care of sheep, a job that requires patience, gentleness, and calm. We have never seen a man truthful, more kind, and more noble than Muhammad, peace be upon him. Muhammad, peace be upon him, was now growing into a young man. He had no rich family, no powerful title, no servants, but he had something greater than all of that. He had character. He worked hard. He worked gently. He spoke only when needed. He never hurt, never cheated, never lied. People trust him with their secrets, their business, and their heart. Even people who don't believe in his religion later still say, "Muhammad, we have never seen anyone more than honest." He was 25 years old, still unmarried, still working in small jobs. In those days, one of the main jobs in Mecca was straight buying goods from one city and selling them in another. Muhammad, peace be upon him, started working in business, selling goods, managing trade caravans, and helping others run their business with honesty and skill. One day, a wealthy woman named Khadija heard about Muhammad's honesty. She was a widow, wise, powerful, and respected. But she was tired of hearing men who lied or cheated in business. Someone told her, "Here, Muhammad, he is honest and smart. He never lies." So she sent him a message. "Will you take my goats, Syria, and sell them for me?" He agreed. He traveled with her servants, Maisara, and handled the business. When he returned, Khadija noticed something strong. He had brought back more profit than any man for before him. But more than that, he didn't keep any extra for himself. He didn't ask for more. He didn't lie about the trade. He gave every coin with full honesty. And her servant Maisara said, "This man is unlike anyone I have seen ever. He doesn't look at women. He never raises his voice. He prays silently. And he treats people with mercy, even stones and slugs." Khadija was touched, not because of his money,
but because of his soul, character. Khadija was 40 years old. Muhammad, peace be upon him, was about 25. Even though she was older and many rich men had already asked to marry her, she refused them all. But now she sent a quiet message to everyone. Would Muhammad accept a personal of marriage from a woman like me? When Muhammad, peace be upon him, heard this, he didn't say yes immediately. He went to his uncle Abu Talib and asked for advice. Abu Talib said, Khadija is noble, she is pure, she has chosen your character. If you agree, I will agree the marriage. And so it happened. They were married in a simple, beautiful ceremony. No show, no noise, no pride, just love, respect, and purity. This was not just a marriage, it was a partnership, a friendship, a shelter for two noble souls in a world full of cruelty. They lived together with love, with laughter, with pain, with patience, and they stayed loyal to each other for 25 years. She was the first person to believe in him, the first to hold his heart, and the first to support him when the entire world would rather him against. They had children, some lived, some passed away young. Their son Qasim died in childhood. Their daughters, including Fatima, survived. Muhammad, peace be upon him, never married another woman while Khadija was alive, not even once. This was rare in that time, but it shows his deep love and loyalty. Even after his death, he never stopped mentioning her. Years later, when he died, everything followers power Victorian still said, she believed in me when no one else did. That is real love. Now Muhammad, peace be upon him, was in his late 30s. He lived quietly in Mecca, still on, still known as Alamin, but the world around him, people worshipped idols made of stone and gold. They circled the Kaaba, but not for God, only for pride and tradition. Slaves were beaten. Girls were still brutally. The poor were starving. The rich were fighting. No justice, no mercy, no truth. Muhammad, peace be upon him, used to feel deep pain inside. He would walk alone to a small cave on mountain called Heragoha, just outside the city. He would sit there for hours, sometimes for days, thinking, crying, and praying for people, asking one who created everything, where is there the truth? He had no teacher, no books, no priest, but he had a heart that was pure and mind that never accepted evil. And then something happened. Something that all changed his story forever. Something that no one could have accepted. He was now 14 years old. He had gone to the cave of Heragoha again alone. It was quiet. It was dark. He was sitting in deep thought. Suddenly, he saw a bright light. He heard a voice that said, read. Muhammad, peace be upon him, was afraid. He replied, I cannot read. Again the boy said, read. He replied, he repeated, I cannot read. And at that time the boy said, read, read in the name of your Lord who created. It was the angel Jibril, then the same angel who came to another. But this was the beginning of the greatest mission